Someone just got kicked out. Or not kicked out, but whatever. Oh, there's an Antifa member. Nice. Wild times. Jesus. You're in a cult. These signs are really novel. What's that? What is what?
Isn't this something?
It is something, that's for sure.
Yep.
It is something.
The only one I've ever seen bigger here as one of these rallies was the Stop the Steal. That's when
Stop the
that
Steal.
gang was walking around with guns. Yep. You
Yeah.
remember that one?
2020?
Guns. The GOP scum had guns.
They had guns here. I didn't know that.
Oh, it was terrible. You remember that? When the Stop the Steal? I counted at least 10 that had long guns around their neck.
Yeah.
Hanging, the big long guns. They were all, of course, they're loaded. Nobody walks around with a gun. Yeah, but if you have a gun, it's loaded.
Yeah.
The cops kept a real good eye on them.
Yeah, it's all about intimidation, right?
Yep. Well, that's when they thought they were, getting the election stolen from them. That was Saturday. Finally, that Saturday morning was when Biden was declared the president.
Yeah. No, that's why it's bad. If you get people to believe anything, you get them to do anything, you know?
MSNBC was renting his place.
Yeah.
And I was there talking with Chris Jansen and that whole gang. Yep.
Yeah.
Where do you work? Or do you have your own business?
Right now I'm just streaming from my own YouTube channel. Right now. Right now I'm live streaming from my own YouTube channel. Right now. Have my small little thing. I'm from Central PA, around the Capole region.
Where?
Central Park. Just like I don't say it on stream. Right now, at least. But I don't tell them. I'm live right now. But yeah, I don't trust them.
I'm from Hazleton originally.
I mean, it's not like there's not facial recognition technology tracking every person here right now or anything. Although there is. From Hazleton? Yeah, I was just up there.
I was younger and I didn't know I'm 80 years old. Yep. That's why I feel sorry for the younger people.
Yeah, well, one big thing I hear right now from Vance, he goes on TV, he says multiculturalism
40 years old, that's all.
Multiculturalism is making Europe fall apart. Multiculturalism is killing Europe. The last person to almost destroy Europe is the same person making those arguments about multiculturalism, and now they're saying the globalists, you know what they mean by globalists when they say that. And it's scary that ideology is permeating and being so popular right now, being slow walked in this direction. But it's important to remember, like, after these wars, after World War II, like, these individuals, these ideologies didn't just go away.
Nope.
They were forced to comply. You know, even when Martin Luther King was marching and when he got assassinated, like, there were people cheering that on who are alive today, you know? And they have not left. Their ideology never left. They were sitting around waiting for their opportunity. And they're making these arguments lying to reasonable people, and lying to our youth about what the truth is about this stuff.
They probably look at the movie 1984 50 times.
Well, they quote it. They don't know it was written by a democratic socialist. George Orwell was extremely anti-fascist, anti-authoritarian. I like this one.
That big sign. Did you get that?
Yeah. Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller does look like a Nazi. He really does. He really does. I'm not gonna lie. He has all the genetic traits. Mikey, if you're a 12-year-old, just say you're 12. If you don't understand how anything happens in the real world, then keep on commenting on different YouTube shorts. You don't need to be here. I know you get angry and upset about this, but... Oh, yeah.
I've been following, I've been looking for you everywhere. I saw you up on the hill.
The famous Jolah.
Thank you for the gift of sub. No, but I have my own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I was here 2 months ago,
Mhm.
and there was a kid here. He had his own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, we're all trying to do our part because they don't cover this enough, you know?
No, I hope. I just hope. You could have 100 signs like this against Trump and
Oh no, but I'm just saying, uplift us. Because people gotta know who these people are. If they don't know who they
Also,
are,
one big point to remember, anyone that doesn't understand why you're doing this, why you're protesting, why you're out here making noise, why you're doing anything at all, if they don't understand it, that person, don't waste time on them. Do not waste time talking to them. They will never get it. They will literally never understand how anything ever developed in the real world. Civil rights movement, they don't get it. They don't understand it. We need to talk to every person who might understand it. Every person who's not out here right now, who is not voting, who's not engaged, who might be. If there's already individuals who have seen this happen, who have seen all this information, they watch Tim Pool, Joe Rogan, whatever. If they don't want to come out here, they never will. Don't waste your energy on them. There are so many people right now who need to have someone reach out to them. They're waiting for someone to reach out to say, hey, come to an event with me. Come learn about this with me. Reach out to them. Keep on talking to new people and growing this as much as possible. That 80%, 90% of Republicans that is ready to go into a literal dictatorship, to bypass our checks and balances, to bypass a due process, to bypass everything this country has ever stood for, they will not change their minds no matter what happens. They will not change their minds. They will not change their minds. Do not waste time on them. Don't treat voters who might be confused or not or lied to. You know, they're victims. They're being lied to. Don't treat voters in the middle who are being lied to as if they are these Trump fanatics. They're not the same. They're being lied to by the same arguments, but they're not fully ingrained in this cult-like atmosphere. Okay, we need as many people as possible, because one of the traps they put us in is they act super crazy, super unreasonable. They want to bypass everything this country stands for. They want to bring the policies of China and Russia to the U.S., these authoritarian policies. And we respond to a median voter, to a centrist voter, as if they are the ones asking for that. Although those arguments might lie to a centrist voter, we need to make sure we don't respond to a centrist voter as if we're talking to a literal authoritarian, because they're really not, even if they're being lied to. And we're going to seem unreasonable if we go up to people and we're like, are you a literal Nazi? That's not the way to have these conversations. Some people might be sympathetic to those ideologies, but most people are not. And we need as many people who would push against this on our side as possible. We need to make sure we don't shut people out, because we're being gaslit by these idiots into believing that most Americans are like this. Most Americans are not like this. Most Americans are not like this if they do not support what's happening right now. But they are being lied to, or they're not seeing it because the media is not telling them. But we need to tell them. Thank you. Drop a like, subscribe, share it, all that kind of stuff. There's some dogs barking. There's some dogs barking, bro. There's some dogs. Dogs. There's no cats here. Are cats anti-democracy? If there's no cats here, there's only dogs. Cats might be anti-democracy. Might be. True. What a sad bunch. Hey, everyone laugh at him. That person's really dumb. They're stupid. They think tariffs are a tax cut. They think other countries pay taxes, dude. They think other countries pay our tariffs. This tax on the American people that Trump is doing, they think other countries pay that because their media people lie to them. And guess what? When that person in chat who said, why are we here? When that person realizes they're being lied to by these talking heads, they're still going to follow them because they don't have any independent critical thinking ability, okay? You're a loser. Stop being a loser. You don't got to look dumb on Maine. You don't got to look dumb, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can come here. We'll talk to you. We'll have a great time. We'll go play volleyball, play catch, you know? But you don't got to be silly. You're an idiot, dude. Brett, you spelled Brett wrong. Brett has 2 T's, not one. Not one. Not 1 T. Has 2 T's. Not 1 T, Brett. It's Brett. It's not just Brett. What's wrong with you? Go do some push-ups. Oh, let's go. Okay, come. Meet me. We'll go to, run. We'll do some push-ups. We'll do a lot of, you know what? That's one thing I'm going to do. If I run for something, I am definitely going to post all my workouts. Okay, we are going to do all that. We're going to do all that stuff. Terrence Howard is a genius, bro. He knows the secrets even scientists don't know. Don't tread on me with a pride flag. If tariffs are bad, why do other countries tariff U.S. goods? Let's see. If China's average tariff rate for the U.S. is like 5 to 10% on targeted items. So if we did tariffs on a targeted set of items, for example, maybe cars, okay? Cars or solar panels. If we tariff those at like 5 or 10% and also subsidize the production of those things in America to increase our manufacturing, that can make sense. Now what Trump is doing is a tariff policy no country in the world has anything near to because it's stupid, okay? It's worse than what we did during the Great Depression. And also, people are posting pictures of countries that have high tariffs. And I'm like, why do you want to replicate the policies of the poorest countries, of the most authoritarian countries in the world? This is America. We're the richest country in the world, not following them. Why do you want to become like these countries that you claim you hate? You want the same social policies, you want the same economic policies, move to these third world countries. Why do you want to adopt the policies of the poorest countries of all time? Like, it makes no sense for an American to say that. We're the richest country in human history. And we're like, we're getting screwed over by those countries. Bro, we're the ones screwing over those countries, if anything. Drop a like, thank you. America wanting to be self-sufficient. Now, Kyle, it could be self-sufficient in actual ways that you can do that, but this is not doing that. It actually cannot be self-sufficient. That's not a real answer. It can't be self-sufficient. We need global trade. Can we have more critical infrastructure here? More base level manufacturing? Sure. But what Trump's doing is not doing that. So if you say, like, for example, if I say tariffs are bad, and you say we should bring jobs back, though, the tariffs, they don't do that. They crash the economy. We lose jobs when we have tariffs across the board. We're going to lose manufacturing jobs. We're already doing it. Scott Perry stinks. Paid actors. Honda moved plants to the US. You know, there's a secret thing that Trump does. So, like, that plant you're talking about, all these plants, these are planned 5 years ahead of time or 10 years ahead of time. These were announced in like 2022 or 2023. These are not new things. Companies don't announce new plants because a president switches tariffs off and on 20 times a day. If we passed actual legislation to affect that, maybe, but these are 5 to 10 year plans. It just shows you have no idea how the economy works or how these businesses work. Like, okay, so making one factory for one car component takes around 3 to 5 years. All right, and then restructuring supply chains will take a couple of years on top of that. So if anything, if you wanted to follow your plan, it would not be through executive action. The power of taxation is in Congress. It should be. The president thinks he's a dictator. He wants to be. But also, you need a 10-year economic plan. I don't know why you think you could just teleport a factory to America from another country. Like it's Minecraft, creative mode. Unplanned, untargeted tariffs are not a good idea? Yeah. It's a tool for corruption. We already know what it is. It's not an economic plan. It's a pure tool for corruption. There's a reason Congress gave the power for taxation. Or no, there's a reason our framers, our founding fathers, gave the power of taxation to Congress. Because the king always used tariffs as a way to maintain authoritarian control. The king would use tariffs. That's what the issue was with the Boston Tea Party. You know, it wasn't taxation. It was that the taxes were not controlled by the people. It was taxation without representation. Taxes are needed, but the issue was it was taxes by the king, forcibly using taxation as a tool for control. That was the big issue. Now, if Congress passes it, there's more scrutiny, there's more votes. It's a longer process. It's good if Congress passes policy, not the president. Is that? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, not a huge one, but I'm trying to come out here and show them that the real world does exist, because I'm usually streaming from my bedroom, so. They're all paid protesters out here. What was that? I'm on YouTube. My name is Jolah. Yeah. Yes, Jolah Talks Politics on YouTube. I stream most nights. I usually take phone calls from voters. I do like a live debate kind of show. We have like a Discord and that kind of stuff for our community. But yeah, Jolah Talks Politics, Jolah. Giving hell's not nice. Where am I right now? Greenland. We're in Greenland. With the camera thinking he's Joe Rogan. Is Joe Rogan the only person that can be on a camera? Are you gay? I might start calling people gay more as an insult, because all the MAGA snowflakes will give you so much free advertising. But you guys are babies. You really are babies. You are such babies. You'll boost my content everywhere. Millions of dollars in free conservative tiers. You'll be like, how dare you use gay as a slur? And then you start calling me the F slur. In reality, you're just stupid. Status cool. People should see seeing these, yeah. Liberals are angry about tariffs. What does the pride flag have to do with it? Oh, because that's another issue. You can think about multiple things at once. See, like for you, politics is kind of like a game show or like a Super Bowl kind of event where you have like a team you like and a team you don't like. But we have like dynamic opinions. That's why Democrats have so many internal like debates on policy. And Republicans just like say, we're gonna kiss Trump's feet today. Because Republicans are just like, they have like the chum bucket helmets on. Hi, Caveman. But I'm sure who they are. Yeah, it's like, bro, I'm seeing literal socialists tell MAGA why free trade is a good thing, or like why trade is a good thing, because like Trump is taking the most communist stance of any president I've ever seen. As far as communism is actually practiced in the world and like in Asia, in many of these authoritarian countries, Trump is literally the definition of a communist president with these tariffs. It's the largest tax increase in American history on the working class. The largest tax increase in general since the 50s. And he's doing it unilaterally. And the Trump supporters are arguing, money doesn't matter. Money's not a real thing. Material's not real. And they sound like literal communists. Money doesn't matter. Well-being doesn't matter. All that matters is sacrificing for the greater good. Whatever, the collective, the nation. We should bow down and give up all of our possessions for dear ruler. Trump is the first communist American president. Like, unironically, he's a communist. In the way we use communism today, in the way we use the word communism, as in China or North Korea or Russia, in any of these countries, I'm mostly thinking in Asia, because they use the word communist more so. But yeah, he's a communist president. It's crazy. Pennsylvania is one of the states that got us into this mess. Oh yeah, Pennsylvania is one thing, yeah. Pennsylvania is one person, little do you know. The millions of people in Pennsylvania that voted against it are not real. It's just, Pennsylvania did one thing, one person. Oh. Harrisburg. Why do liberals hate tariffs since you hate corporations? Because tariffs tax everyone a flat rate. It affects working people. We have a income tax because income taxes can be taxed more for the wealthy. Tariffs are a gift to the rich. Tariffs are a gift to the rich. Not really corporations. It hurts corporations and companies. It hurts the economy in general. But if we replaced our income tax with tariffs, it'd be a huge giveaway to the rich. We are for income tax on huge companies. It just so happens that MAGA is supporting a policy right now it's just pro-corruption. Tariffs are literally just pro-corruption. It's not good for anything but corruption. It's not good from a conservative sense. Hayek, Friedman, Thomas Sowell, they all know this sucks. Thomas Sowell did another video about tariffs because of this. I thought he was dead. Trump brought back Thomas Sowell. I didn't even know he was still alive. Everyone knows this is a dumb policy. Everyone. Even Republicans that are saying they're okay with it, they're like, I don't know, you just gotta trust our leader because you don't have any independent critical thinking. You guys avoid you avoid objective truth. We're getting ripped off, right? Okay, we're getting ripped off. How is America the richest country of all time if we're getting ripped off? How do we have the most money of all time, of any country? We're getting ripped off. Interesting. We're getting ripped off. So, because of getting ripped off, we're gonna tax our own people instead of using the power of US influence to negotiate new deals. We're gonna tax the American people instead. You realize if you make $60,000 a year, and under these tariffs, if you buy a $30,000 car, out of that one purchase, you're already paying more income taxes than you pay in like 2 years. We're getting ripped off, bro. You know what? I gotta stop making actual arguments. Look at the debt. Tariffs are gonna increase the debt too, idiot. The Republican budget they just passed is gonna increase the debt by like $44 billion or trillion dollars. Read. I know you can read. YouTube famous. It doesn't work. Thank you. Democrats 10 years ago were tariffs. I watched too much CNN. Oh, I forgot that Milton Friedman and Hayek are CNN now. Oh, God. Okay, for a YouTube short later, tariffs are like if you want to cook a steak and you burn your house down to cook the steak. And we run up to you and we say, hey, why are you burning this house down? Don't burn the house down. And you say to us, but I want to cook my steak, bro. I want to cook my steak. Across the board tariffs, like what Trump is doing, is burning our house down to cook a steak. It's not even a reward. We're losing much more than we're gaining, okay? And there's other ways to cook the damn steak. When we say, don't burn the house down, we're not saying we don't want to cook the steak, okay? We can still cook the steak with a stove or a grill, okay, or an oven, whatever you want to use to cook it, air fryer. We're just saying, don't burn the damn house down. Don't burn the house down. Find a pragmatic way to do it. We're America. We have a lot of soft power, a lot of hard power. We have influence all throughout the world. Find a way to do trade deals, to negotiate better, to have these deals be a thing that can benefit Americans. If you have a country that's screwing you over, don't just use emotional arguments. Don't use emotional framing. We're getting screwed over. You just sound like you're in a soap opera or a Broadway show or you're on reality television. Make arguments, precise arguments. What are we losing out on? What do we need to gain? Do trade deals that can aid in that goal. But these across-the-board tariffs have not benefited one country in global history. These kinds of tariffs have never benefited a country's economy, ever. There's not one example. Conservatives agree, liberals agree. The only people that don't agree these tariffs are bad are literally the biggest Trump fanatics to a pathetic extent in the world. They are the only people who agree that these tariffs are a good thing because they were told to believe it. Any person who looks at any little bit of the data knows this is bad to do. Stop accusing us of not wanting to cook the steak. If you want to bring manufacturing back in America, pick your industries. Make a targeted plan. Don't say you don't want to cook the steak or you don't want to bring back manufacturing to America. Maybe we agree. There is some areas, where we need to bring manufacturing back for national security purposes, for example, to produce certain items here to a larger extent. then find a plan to do that, like the Chips and Science Act. Subsidize it in America using tax dollars that we tax from the ultra wealthy or something. Find another plan to do it. Stop accusing us of not agreeing with a goal. When we say tariffs are bad, and you say, oh, you don't want to bring jobs back, tariffs don't do that. We're criticizing the tariffs being stupid. We're not criticizing your goal. You can have a goal. We can want to give everyone a pony, but if you don't have a real plan to do it, then you're not going to get it done. You're going to destroy everyone's livelihoods in the process. And the tariffs are literally just an authoritarian mechanism, so Trump can have all these companies and all these countries coming and begging for concessions. And Trump can give more pardons to more corrupt CEOs and more corrupt corporations that want to put cancerous chemicals in our water. He can give more pardons to financial frauders. He can get millions of dollars from all these big companies, from Bezos, Zuckerberg, Musk, get millions of dollars from them to buy into his Trump coin, his crypto scam coin. Get all these countries to buy into it as well, because anyone can donate to it. Trump can give this huge tariff problem to our entire country, dip out, ignore the dignified, or the transfer of our 4 soldiers that died in a training exercise. They were transferred back to the U.S. Those soldiers were. Fallen U.S. soldiers. Instead of respecting those fallen U.S. soldiers, instead of caring about this massive economic crash Trump just did on purpose, Trump is at a golf course, golfing with the Saudis, with billionaire Saudi investors, playing golf. Instantly going there. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? Your son? Thank you. The people insulting you are committing ad hominem, attacking the individual. Well, to be fair, if they were here right now next to me, they'd be like right here. Maybe they'd be at my shoulder at most, maybe lower, maybe my like elbow. So, oh, my video's mirrored. Oh, that sucks. Well, thanks for letting me know. I wonder if you could fix that for this purpose. I'm not sure how to do that. Thank you for another 5 gifted DSA for USAID. I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2". I'm gonna wrap this up then. Yeah, those damn penguins, bro. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm gonna head out of here. Drop a like on the stream, subscribe. Yes, I am going bald. I am going bald, brother. It's not gonna fix your broken, fragile ego and your lack of confidence when talking to women, but I do appreciate that. Okay. Let's just say, drop a like, subscribe. If you want to support the Jolah initiatives, if you want to see me go to more events and protests and just like live streaming more events in general, please drop a donation to Jolah Politics, okay? JOLAHPOLITICS. Really helpful. It goes right to my accounts. If you want to support my organizing efforts at all or my YouTube channel, please donate whatever you can to Cash App and Venmo first to Jolah Politics. Just Jolah Politics. My YouTube is Jolah Talks Politics, but my Venmo and all that is Jolah Talks, or no, it's Jolah Politics. It's just Jolah Politics with no talks. Just JOLAHPOLITICS. Jolah Politics on Venmo, Cash App. PayPal works as well. I have a coffee link in the description if you want to support this. Just say you want me to go to more protests if you donate there. Thank you for all the gifted subs, everyone. I think I saw Bucky and USAID employee. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. Drop a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Thank you. No Jew, wouldn't he likes money? Wow, you're anti-Semitic? That's disgusting. See you guys.